So this is the dress you saw in the last video. I have taken this dress completely apart. A lot of unpicking, but I really like this fabric and I'm prepared to do the work. So to the front, so far I've brought the shoulders in a bit. They were like right off here, and I've brought them in a bit with, I've put a tuck in the front here, just down here, and kind of flattened it out. I'll probably top stitch it down. I've taken binding off armholes. I've taken these pieces out, and it looks like I've cut a corner here, and I've put this little piece in, which is kind of like a side bust piece, and I'm going to make that out of these side pieces that were in here. This is the back of the dress, and then the back of the dress also had a yoke, so that's here, and I've cut it in half. And I have also a cummerbund to play with if I need extra fabric. So that's good. Now what I'm doing, because I'm making this into a fitted garment, it's no longer going to just fit over my head and I'm going to have to put a zip in it. So I'm actually cutting up the centre back to put a zip in the centre back. So here we go. I just folded it in half to find the centre. This fabric, it's a little bit worn as well, so hopefully it is okay once I've finished it. But I don't think you'll notice, it's a very pretty graphic pattern. So just going to overlock these backs in preparation for putting the zip in. I'm thinking I'll keep this yoke here, but I'm going to take some of the seam allowance off here so that the shoulders match the front. I measured my tuck here on the front of the dress. I made this tuck to bring the shoulders in, and the tuck is 1.5 centimeters, so it's doubled, so it's 3 centimeters. And then I've cut down the middle of my center back, which leaves 1.5 centimeter seam allowance on either side, taking into account that we've taken 3 centimeters out of this. When we cut this, we're going to have seam allowance, and that allows for 1.5. However, I think I'll need all this fabric here, so I'm just going to have a 1 centimeter seam allowance here, and then I've put I've taken 0.5 off the yokes here, and now they also have a 1 centimeter seam allowance. I've also trimmed these bits off the yokes to make sure that the shoulders are going to match when I stitch this together. So now the shoulders are going to be the same size, and this is going to fit, and I'll just have to work out what I'm going to do with this area. I have this fabric to put some inserts in. I'm not sure if I'm going to square it off and make this more square. It will depend on how it fits out with this design here on the front. So I have squared this off at the front, and the idea was that I'd square it off at the back as well. And I was kind of thinking that I could just cut these and have a side panel like that, but we'll see. So here I am in the studio. I'm trying on this renovation that I'm doing. I've got my clothes on underneath, obviously, but I've got this panel in here that I thought might fit here, and I think it'll be fine. And I just wanted to pin this together. All the pins are falling out, but I just wanted to pin this together because it has plenty of fabric here, just to see how big to make this side panel. And I think I could make it a little bit smaller than this, but maybe I'll make it just the same size as this without the booby bit, and see how it goes. I have these bits which were in the side already to cut that out of, and I think I could just leave it like this without having the seam in the middle, although a seam could be handy if I have to change this. I've also got binding pieces for the neckline, the armholes, and I have this cummerbund which I can use this dress is too long on me also. Also thinking maybe it'll need darts in the back, but we'll see. But it's very tight at the hem, and previously when I've been wearing it, it's been stretching the fabric apart. So I was thinking I might pop a panel in here, which is going to be very small at the top and big down the bottom. So keep your eye on this renovation. It is a work in progress. So I've got my side panels in now, and I put darts at the back here, but I don't think they're big enough because it's still heaps of room, and I do want a bit of room because this is rayon, so it won't stretch or anything. And the girls are coming in for Saturday morning classes, so exciting. What else can I say? Yeah, it's a little tight here, so I'm going to change the seam allowance here from 1 centimetre to 6 mil, just down to here. And yes, I'm taking the hem up a little bit. We've tried to make it level, so Susan has helped me. God love her. So we'll let you know how this alteration is going. We've almost finished. So excited. Well, I've finally finished my renovation of this dress. What have I done to it? Well, apart from taking it completely apart, I put a pleat in here to bring these shoulders in closer to my neck, and I have cut the armholes back and down to here and made this like angle. These side pieces were big blousey pieces, and I took, because they were completely out, I made these 2 pattern pieces and this one here to put in there, and I put, like I brought this in with a dart. I actually put a seam in the centre back with an invisible zip so that it's more fitted, and I've taken some of the volume out of the sides here. The hem width is the same, but I've actually taken it up 5 centimetres because I'm short, so I don't wear my dresses long. What else? I've like top stitched all here, all through here and down the back, and I've put bias facing on all the raw edges apart from this yoke here, which is double faced. And yeah, I'll show you some of the insides in a little bit and what it looked like before, so it should be like so interesting to see. I'm feeling good in this now. I think it looks pretty nice, and I think I'm going to be comfortable wearing this now, unlike before where I was kind of felt like I was wearing a sack. Just thought I'd show you some of the features up close of this dress. So you can see the pleat here in the middle, and bias faced seams here, yoke here, and invisible zip at the back, and double roll hem at the bottom. So just some of the finishing touches that we've done to make this dress kind of look like it's meant to be that way. Hope you enjoyed.